الرحمن الرحيم وصور الآدمي وما يؤكل لحمه طاهر. The leftover of a human being. So if a human being drank from something, right? وَمَا يُؤْكَلُ لَحْمُهُ, and that which is flesh, it is halal to consume. You can say, although it just says, and that which is flesh is consumed, but in this context, it means وَمَا يُؤْكَلُ لَحْمُهُ, that which is flesh is halal to consume, right? طَاهِرٌ, is left over will be pure. So what you're saying there is, if a human being drank from something, male, female, mahram, غير mahram, uh, Muslim, non-Muslim, doesn't matter. When they drank from something, it will be pure, right? Unless I told you, you saw somebody got some najasat, you saw somebody drinking some alcohol, and then immediately after they went to drink, is a different thing, right? Now, this is the main part of the لأن المختلط به, the thing that is mixed with it. Yani, what is mixed with what? Be that's mixed with the water. They're saying, look here, when a person drinks water, what mixes with the water? Not his urine, not his saliva, not his blood. What mixes with it? The the saliva mixes with it. ولأن المختلطة به اللعاب, the thing that is mixed with it. يعني به refers to the sur there. Look there. به refers to the sur. اللعاب, it is the saliva. Right? وَقَدْ تَوَلَّدَ مِنْ لَحْمٍ طَاهِرٍ, and we know the saliva has come from flesh. It is halal for you to consume. Although the flesh is not halal at this moment right now because it still has to be made halal, you have to slaughter it. But intrinsically the flesh is halal. It's just the blood that must be removed. That's what I'm saying. وَقَدْ تَوَلَّى مِنْ لَحْمٍ طَاهِرٍ فَيَكُونُ طَاهِرًا. So because it came from flesh that is intrinsically halal, we say that the saliva is also halal, right? Then he's saying, ويدخل في هذا الجواب الجنوب والحائض والكافر. Now, when we say that the leftover of a human being is pure, it is clean, it will enter into this. Jawab means this text or this permissibility. Al-junubu, a person who is in the halat al-janabat, right? So even though he's in the halat al-janabat, unless there's no najasat on his mouth, he wasn't doing anything funny with his mouth clean, we'll say his leftover is clean. And then wal haidu, and the haida also, unless there's no najasat on her mouth or anything. And yeah, why are they mentioning this? You know, it was a Jewish custom. In fact, before Nabi Sallallahu came, the Jews used to treat the women inheritors very badly. They used to believe that anything a haida touches is najis to such an extent that if a haida cooks something, they won't eat it. And in some places, even what they would do with the haida, the lady experiencing menses, they would lock her up in a room, in a dark room, and they would just throw the food through the window until she becomes spark. But Islam came to dispel all of this, what you call it, this customs. We say, yes, the najasat is hukmi. She can't read salat, she can't fast, she can't read Quran. But there's no physical najasat on her. You can touch her, you can hold her, you can cuddle her, you can kiss her. Yes, you do this in your other kitabs. What is below the navel till the knee, that you can't touch. Not because she's najis, not because she's najis, because it will lead to fitna. You understand what I'm saying? So this whole thing about a woman being najis in her hayz, that is all a custom. Islam came to dispel that, right? Right. So yeah, just maaf. So I was telling you, so with janabat, hayz, or where it's a kafir. So even if we just mentioned this, but just recapping. So you see a kafir drinking something there, drinking water, until you got no proof. There's a default ruling, means the normal standard ruling. You must have proof to say that some najasat there. You must have proof to say that this person took some type of najis, etc., etc. Then we'll go. But other than that, the default ruling is that everything is park until the proof that it's najis. So the saliva or the perspiration of a human being, Muslim, non-Muslim, haida, tahira, all is pure, right? So, well, haid, all the same, right? Carry on. Right. So interesting masta here is this here that according to us, a dog is like another regular predatory animal. It's like a normal predatory animal, like a lion, etc., etc. That the blood in it is najis, the saliva, all the liquids, all the rutubat is najis. When that is removed, the animal will be clean, will be park, right? So if you, right, we don't say a dog is najis like a khinzir, right? So wasurul kalbi najisun, the leftover of a dog will also be najis because it's fresh. It's not edible. Yes, when you slaughter it, its flesh will become pak, but it won't become najis, right? If you slaughter a dog, or even if you don't slaughter it, you just shed its blood, right? Its flesh will become pak, but not edible, halal. So, because the flesh is not halal, the flesh is not halal, the flesh is haram, and this perspiration, it comes from a haram flesh. So that's why we say that the perspiration and the saliva will be najis. Are you with me? The wasul al-kalbi najis wa yughsalu ina'u min wuluhi salatan. Yeah, we say you only have to wash it 3 times. Yes, there is a hadith that said you have to wash it 7 times. We call it salam yughsalu ina'u min wuluhi al-kalbi salatan because it's a clear hadith that say that the utensil will be washed min wuluhi because of the entering or the stepping of a dog 3 times. Right? Why? Why when he steps on it? Because walisanu yulaqi al-ma'i duna al-ina'i, that the tongue reaches the water, not the utensil. So that shows you that if the tongue reaches the water and not the utensil, that means the water becomes najis. How can the najis become? How can a utensil become najis if the water doesn't become najis? If we're saying if the Nabi instructed us, look, you have to wash your utensil, naturally it follows if the only way that the utensil becomes najis is the water, the najasat is transmitted through the water. It means the water is also najis. And so I'm saying, if somebody says, no, but the Nabi must wash your utensil, the hadith is not speaking about the water. So the hadith never say the water is najis. The hadith only said the utensil is najis. You say, yes, you are right. The hadith said the utensil is najis. But how can the utensil become najis without the water becoming najis? When the dog only touched the water, so the fact that the dog touched the water and the utensil become najis, that actually follows that the water also became najis. That's what he's saying there. Understood it? Walistanu yuraqil ma'a. The tongue touches the water. Dun al ina'i, not the utensil. So, falamma tanajjas al ina'u, falma'u awla. So when the water becomes najis, obviously it will also become najis because the water is attached to the utensil, right? Right, وهذا يفيد النجاسة, and the fact that the Nabi said you must wash the utensil means become najis. If the utensil become najis, it became najis through the water. It shows that the water also become najis. That's what I'm saying. والعادة في الغسل وحجة على الشافعي في اشتراط السبي. Yeah, this hadith which says you must only wash 3 times is a clear proof against Imam Shafi that you only have to wash 3 times, you have to wash it 7 times, right? Right? We said right, right. And then I told you a logical proof. One is there this is the Nakli Dalil to say you must only wash it 3 times. In the Akli Dalil, logical proof is this here. Let's see, urine is much more stronger. Right? So uh, what we're saying there is this here, uh, that urine it is much more stronger. Naturally, your tabiat dislikes urine. It has a strong taste. It has a strong smell, and that we say you only have to wash it 3 times. So then, why would you then have to wash what you call it the saliva 3 times? You understood that? ولأن ما يصيب بوله يطهر بالثلاث فما يصيب السور فهو دونه. So the saliva which is lesser than that in repugnance is more likely that you only have to wash it 3 times, right? And then والأمر الوارد بسبب محمول على ابتداء Islam, we say that the instruction the same as wash it 3 times, this was in the beginning of Islam, right? وسور الخنزير نجس. the leftover of a khinzir that is najis, right? Because everything of it, like Mufti Aiki say, from bumper to bumper is najis, from the front to the back is najis. So obviously its saliva will be najis, and if saliva is najis, obviously its leftover water will also be najis, right? لأنه نجس العين على ما نرى. So the interesting thing here is, according to us, the only animal that is najisul ain is a pig. A dog is not najisul ain. A dog is like the other predatory animals. The saliva is najis, etc., etc. And then the flesh and the skin, if you slaughter it or you shed the blood, etc., it will become pure, etc., right? So remember this. It is only the pig that every part of it is najis, right? Then wasur sibail bahaimi najisun. Then also the leftover of the predatory animals. Siba, when you say predatory animals, is the word suggests that animal that generally preys on another animal, right? Like a lion, tiger, cheetah, fox, wolf, lynx. They in a in a certain books of things called runabin. Runabin, it has the long canine teeth, and normally the animals that have the long canine teeth, they prey on other animals. So now, if you're following the train of thought, easy to understand it because it preys on other animals. If we turn it in English, we term it called a carnivore, right? So because it obviously because it eats other animals, it's not permissible for you to eat that. You only eat herbivores. So that means the flesh is not halal. If the flesh is not halal, it means the perspiration and the saliva is not is najis. And if the perspiration and the saliva is najis, that means it's leftover water will also be najis because that touches each other. So I'm saying. So when he's drinking, wasuru sibail bahari najisun. Yes, follow this ibarat nicely here. خلافا للشافعي فيما سوى الكلب والخنزير. What he's saying here is that according to us, all predatory animals, the leftover is najis, but contrary to Imam Shafi. In other words, Imam Shafi says the predatory animals, the su is not najis. Are you with me? You understood that? But so he differs with us in the predatory animals, but سوى الكلب والخنزير. He does not differ with us with regards to the dog and the khinzir. With regards to the dog and the khinzir, he's with us. You understood that? Just look at it again 1 minute and digest it. It is a bit of a complex environment. Here. So what he's saying is, with regards to the predatory animals, he differs with us. But with regards to the dog and the khinzir, he doesn't differ with us. Are you with me? So, yeah, in the Shara, they say, okay, say, لأن لحمهما najisun. Yeah, Imam Shafi is saying that if you look at the khinzir and the dog, their flesh is najis, right? Right? وَمِنْهُ يَتَوَلَّدُ اللُّعَابُ. And from it comes what? From the flesh comes the saliva, right? وَهُوَ الْمُعْتَبَرُ فِي الْبَابِ. And the main thing here in this bab is we look at the flesh. If the flesh is haram, that means the resultant saliva from it will also be najis. Are you with me? Here in the Shara, they say that gee, they say the predatory animals is halal. So if a lion drinks from the my Khalil or a tiger drinks from my Khalil, etc., no problem. You can still make wudu, it's clean, spark, you can drink it. So Imam Shafi differs with us from the predatory animals, not from the yeah. So now, yeah, in the actual kitab, the text, they never give any proofs for this. But here in the Shara, they mention Imam Shafi's proof. There's yes, I just mentioned to you that once أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم فقيل أن أتوضأ بما أفضلت الحمر فقال نعم. Nabi was asked, can we drink from that which a donkey leave over? He said yes. He said, وبما أفضلت السباع. Can we drink from that which the predatory animals leave behind? Nabi says, yes, you can drink from that. So yeah, Imam Shafi see that shows that the present animal is not his leftover is not najis, right? Then there's another hadith also here, the writing of the authority of Umar radiallahu ta'ala, أن عمر وعمر عمر بن عاص وردا حوضا فقال عمر بن عاص يا صاحب الحوض أتريد السباع معك does any wild breed animals come to your house فقال عمر يا صاحب الحوض لا تخبرنا don't tell us فلولا أنه كان إذا أخبر بيريد السباع يعتذر علينا استعماله. If we know for sure that they come, it will be difficult for us to use this, right? Sorry, that's the wrong one I gave. The other one is this here. That is our proof. Here's the proof. سئل رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم عن الحياض التي بين مكة والمدينة فقيل له إن الكلاب والسباع تردها فقال لها ما أخذت في بطونها ولنا ما بقي من شراب من بقي شراب وطهور. The reason was asked, look here, between Makkah and Medina, there are a lot of ponds. The animals come and they drink from this here. Can we use it? We say, yes. What it drank, good luck, benefit, what he leaves is for you to use. So here you got two proof of Imam Shafi. The one way Imam Shafi said you can drink from the leftover of what the animals drink. And this one here, when the Muslim said what it drinks is good, what it leave over is well, you can use it. Our answer to this, we say two answers we give to both. We say in both instances, this refers to my kathir. That's one. And also, you never know. First time I read this here, it's mentioned in the Shara. Islam it was permissible to eat carnivorous animals. So this hadith would refer to in the initial stage of Islam when it was permissible, because it was permissible to eat the meat. And obviously, if you can eat the meat, it means the leftover water is also park. You know what I'm saying? So we say this is either refer to my qalil or either it is mansukh. Are you with me? So that's our answer to that, right? So that's our answer to Imam Shafi, right? Then so we're saying لأن لحمهما نجس ومنه يتولد اللعاب والمعتبر. So this is Sa'ib Bidai but concise here. I gave you the details, right? I gave you all the details from the Shara. Yeah, he's just saying that Imam Shafi is saying that look, predatory animals, you can utilize the leftover, and the two hadith he quoted, and he's here giving his proof to say why you can't use the leftover of a khinzir and of a dog, because the flesh is not halal, it is najis. Remember, Imam Shafi says also a dog is like a pig. Remember that, like how a pig is from bumper to bumper is najis. We say a dog is only najis because of the najis liquids in it. So if you take a dog flesh and you drain all the blood out, the flesh becomes part. What you can eat becomes part. And also, if you take a dog, you can, got a husky, you slaughter it, you can make a nice jacket with that fur in it, because it's not najis like a pig. But Imam Shafi said, لأن لحمهما نجس. Imam Shafi, he said even if you take a dog skin and you tan it, you can't make shoes with it, or you can't make a jacket with it, or you can't make a belt with it, because it's like a pig. It can't become pure. You understood that? Is that clear? He said a dog is exactly like a pig. We say no, a dog is like the other predator animals. If you shed the blood, it becomes clean, it becomes spark, etc. Are you with me? Right, right. So the leftover of a dog, of a cat, is clean, but it's better not to use it. So in other words, if you made wudu with it, your salah will be done. Your salah will be valid. But don't use it, especially if you've got other water. You understood that? Okay, so عن أبي يوسف أنه غير مكروه. According to Imam Yusuf, it is permissible without any reprehensibility. So if you got a cat by the house, the cat drank from the water, no problem. In fact, if the cat even ate from the food, no problem. You can eat it, no problem. We say here, like if you got a cat by the house, right? And we say it is makruh. Listen to this, Mr. Nice is relevant because some people they like a lot of cats. And the cat ate from the food, you saw him. If Allah Ta'ala, this Mr. comes in best is able. If Allah Ta'ala has blessed you and you can, it won't harm you to give all that food to the cat or give it to a poor person or something, then do not consume it yourself. Do not consume it. Because after all, the cat is a predatory animal. After all, the cat, it does feast on other living beings. Right? But if you are poor, you will be harmed, you will be inconvenienced, then you can use it, right? So remember that. That's what we say by makruh. Right? So what does Imam Yusuf prove? لأن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم كان يصغي لها الإناء. Nabi Sallallahu would lower the utensil for the cat, فتشرب منه, so the cat used to drink from it, ثم يتوضأ, and then he used to make wudu from it. The time and stuff will continue tomorrow. So this is a very relevant mas'ala because a lot of people have cats and all that type of thing. So as I told you, if The cat drank from the water and you got other water, like we have other water, we have other water, alhamdulillah, don't use it for wudu. If the cat ate from your ghee, from your food, from your meat, whatever, if Allah Ta'ala has blessed you, don't use it, give it to a poor person, right? But subhanallah, bihamdihi, subhanakallah.